Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. As of now, Cardi who are balanced should simply feel free to open up about their marriage since it doesn't appear as though Offset is going to quit cheating at any point in the near future. He continues to get found out in a few dreadful circumstances with different ladies, and for reasons unknown, Cardi continues to permit him to pull off it. Fans are presently guessing that Offset may be low-key desirous of Cardi, which is the reason he keeps screwing up and purposely allowing himself to get found cheating to humiliate her. We should separate this present circumstance so you all acknowledge exactly the way that wrecked this present circumstance is alright. So Cardi and Counterbalance could appear to have an extraordinary marriage now and then, basically, when he isn't embarrassing her. I realize that many individuals feel terrible for Cardi in light of the fact that no one needs to have a man who's continually embarrassing them, yet Cardi understood what sort of individual Offset was before they got hit. There were reports that he had been undermining her before they even got hitched, and it seems like it may be the explanation that C decided to conceal their marriage at first. You all remember how balanced he proposed to her in October 2017 in Philadelphia during a show they were both performing at. Well, it worked out that they had really gotten married in September, an entire month before the public proposition. TMZ released their marriage endorsement. What's more, the date on it obviously shows that they were at that point weed before the proposition. Well, Cardi was irate over this, and she went off on Instagram calling TMZ out for attacking her protection. She went on a tirade where she said this, "Why I named my collection Intrusion of Security 'cause individuals will do the most to be meddlesome about your life well a fit." She likewise conceded that the explanation she kept their relationship a mystery was that she and Counterbalanced had a rough relationship and they separated a ton. She composed, "There are such countless minutes that I share with the world, and afterward there are minutes that I need to save for myself. Getting hitched was one of those minutes. Our relationship was so new separating and making up, and we had a great deal of growing up to do. Yet we was so enamored we would have rather not lost each other. It was one morning in September we awakened and chose to get hitched. We tracked down somebody to wed us, and she did. Only both of us, and my cousin and I, said I do with no dress, no cosmetics, and no ring. She likewise." Isa asserted that Offset had proposed to her dramatic because not on the grounds that he cheated, but since he believed her should have the experience of being proposed to. She said, "I appreciate and cherish my better half such a great amount for as yet needing for me to have that extraordinary second that each young lady longs for when he got down on his knee and put a ring on my finger, and he did that for me. Well now, since you meddlesome FS, no essentially you can quit saying I had a child without both mom and dad present." There were a ton of things about this that didn't seem okay, like how they got hitched so rapidly on the grounds that one thing about Cardi, she is extra AF and doesn't appear to be the kind of individual to get hitched so rapidly without the show that she adores such a huge amount. In addition to it had, as it were, been half a month prior to the wedding that he was found undermining her. And the following thing we realized they got hitched in a surged marriage that sort of appears as though Offset's go-to move. You know, where there would be reports of him undermining her, and the following thing we realized he would figure out how to attach her nearer to him. Separated from the rush marriage after he swindled, fans have discussed how bizarre it is that he generally appears to get her pregnant after a significant conning embarrassment. I mean, we figured out that he had been undermining her in 2018, and the next thing we realized was that she declared that she was pregnant with Culture. However, it didn't end there, since when she was vigorously pregnant with Culture, an alley was presented for attempting to coordinate a trio with rapper Cuban Doll and her companion. He said, "I need you in Cuban. Might you, at any point, get that going? I go to New Orleans tomorrow. I'll fly you all. I fly her there." On Saturday, Cardi ultimately sought legal separation in December 2018, and she asserted that things weren't working out between them. "Haven't been working out between us for quite a while, and it's no one's shortcoming. It's very much like I surmise we outgrew love, yet we're not together any longer." However, at that point, Offset's side piece chose to be untidy and emerged to uncover that she had been having an illicit relationship with Offset. "I have not meddled with Balanced since he's had his child. I didn't have the foggiest idea how serious this marriage was. You realize I sort of perused or sort of see things yet, I haven't had. Like it took until now to really get into this, CL that you realize a ton of young ladies would simply manage what is happening and resemble you I took Cardi B's explanation that they're getting a separation, or anything like I feel embarrassed or shocked. Cardi wound up taking Offset back, and when fans attempted to caution her that he wouldn't transform, she just wound up protecting Offset again, saying stuff like it's like everyone is descending my neck. And for what reason are you not leaving him? I'm rich. I know I'm capable, and I realize I could get any man I need. However, I need to figure out my problems with my man, and I don't have time to make sense of why this is my life. I will take as much time as necessary, and I will settle on my choice. It's not right what he did, however. Individuals don't have any idea what I did because I ain't no heavenly messenger. Additionally, she said, well, in the event that individuals are discussing it and continue to ask me how I feel about the circumstances and what good reason not to let them in on set in stone. No, it's not ideal for a man to cheat. Yet what do you maintain that I should do? Go lay down with another man. Start from the very beginning once more and get undermined again. This stuff happens to everybody, and it very well may be you also individuals handle that relationship unique. So as of now, it was getting more clear and more clear that Cardi planned to protect him to the end, despite the fact that he continued to undermine her again and again after their muddled backup last year. Offset became pretty presumptuous and boasted about how he couldn't have cared less in the event that Cardi planned to leave, yet he immediately got a rude awakening when Cardi threatened to remove her resources. As indicated by an insider, Cardi made the greater part of the cash for the family she's tied in with saving and contributing. Offset is tied in with spending fiercely, so while the two of them made a ton of cash during the marriage, the majority of the cash they have now is Cardi's, and by most I mean like 95% of it, and it's not simply cash that Cardi has. It's land. They own a home in Atlanta where Cardi and the youngsters stay, and they have a home in New Jersey where Card's met. Remains she's getting both of those homes without Card's cash. Offset is not even close as rich as he depicts. That man burns through cash like water, and he's not even hot like that any longer. Watch what his life winds up resembling without Cardi. This immediately taken him back to his faculties, and he went asking for Cardi to take him back, which he did, yet that didn't prevent him from cheating, and a long time prior he was uncovered for getting lady named pregnant and attempting to pay her to dispose of it. This was a train wreck, and fans began to ask why in the world he was unable to keep it in his jeans, and everybody appears to presume that he was desirous of Cardi. Now, I'm not saying that this is valid, but rather fans are hypothesizing that his self-image could be wounded by the way that Cardi is showing improvement over he is doing right now. When they initially met, they were on even ground on the grounds that the Migos were somewhat hot at that point, and they had the business in a gag hold. However, the Migos have since declined. You realize Offset left the Migos departure Pasquale and Offset low-key hating one another, and it's simply a wreck. His last collection sold 70,000 duplicates. And keeping in mind that that is not terrible, it didn't move individuals, and everybody sort of overlooked it. Cardi then again just continues to get more and more effective. She has had a few significant elements, even without a second collection. She actually holds it down and has everything locked again. I'm not saying without a doubt that Offset is envious, since there's no verification of that. I'm simply letting you know what the web is saying and why they think it seems okay why he continues to undermine her to take care of her fans. Left remark, saying Cardi simply should be in an open relationship, assuming she's going to stay each time Offset cheats, because it's past humiliating as of now. Unfortunately, I'm not feeling frustrated about Cardi. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.